Good morning. It's Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing is Facebook Live. And Rachel is with me again this morning. I love the weeks where we have YouTube mornings in a week. So that's always fun. So we have got some really cool fabrics. We've got some cool patterns. And we have awesome kits that we just put together.
Yes.
Those are really beautiful.
Really beautiful kits.
We have a lot of neat things to show you off today. But Dave, you should just show off over here all the stuff you have to deliver next week.
This enormous pile.
Yeah. All that stuff. He's delivering that all next week. So
how happy
how cool is this? Somebody's getting a cabinet. Somebody's getting a 990. We're getting some wonderful, is that a 735? What's that over there in the box? I don't even know.
I'm not even certain whatever.
I'm not certain what it is. It's
790
big.
Pro.
It's big.
790 Pro.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, if you are looking for a 790 Pro, I have got a used one for you. It's at a great deal.
It's at a great price. If you have been thinking about getting off of your dining room table and actually setting up a genuine sewing space for yourself, we've got everything that you need for it. Please come and see us and talk to us.
We will give you a great deal and free delivery on those cabinets.
That's right. Within 60 miles. Those of you in we ain't going to New Jersey.
No. Or Debbie Bean who's watching, we'd have to go to Denver.
I'm okay with going to both places.
Careful what you say.
I'm
That's
careful.
what we need. A University of Sewing cargo plane. That's what we need.
I love that. You might be able to help me with that.
Sure. Yeah.
No, we did deliver a cabinet to Norfolk, Virginia once when we were visiting out there.
Wow.
Yeah, because they have family in Virginia. So
that's right.
We were driving anyway, so we took the cabinet with us. So it was fun, and the people were wonderful. So that was kind of cool.
That's fantastic. So if you want to set up your sewing room, we want to be your one-stop sewing headquarters. I don't know. I'm making stuff up as I go along. Let's talk about the giveaway. Today we have a wonderful giveaway. Those of you who have been here before, you probably know the drill. But for those of you who are new to watching us, I'm gonna let you know that if you hit that share button within the next 24 hours, that means you have until Sunday morning at 9:30, guys. You hit that share button and you put in the comments that you shared it. You are going to be entered into our drawing to win this gorgeous London Nights quilt pattern from Zen Chic. Look at how beautiful, modern, stunning, eye-catching. You get to do this wonderful these little strips on the inside, and then all that gorgeous, just negative space. Very modern and eye-catching, and you can change up the colorways however you want. You don't have to do black if you don't want to. You can change it all up. Do you have some gorgeous strips that you have been trying to fit, some scraps in strips in your scrap bucket that you've been trying to get rid of? This is the pattern for you. So hit that share button and put in the comments that you shared, and I would love to make somebody's day so happy by giving them this quilt pattern.
I love the Zen Chic patterns. They're really cool. I made that one, by the way, guys. It's really pretty.
Where do we want to start today?
I think we should start with the Wonky Log Cabin.
Oh, they're so fun.
So have you thought about making something with maybe the Tilda fabric or a big collection that has kind of, just there's Lori Holt would be another one I can think of. Any of these fabric collections that have all of these wonderful prints in them, and they all go together, but there's a lot.
There's a lot. I always like to say that Tildas are like garanimals for quilting because
they all go together.
They all go together. You never have to even think about it. They all go together.
I think
so
that's
you can just start
wonderful.
grabbing them.
So if you've been collecting some of the Tildas, look what we did with using some Tildas, some neutrals, and did it not just come out so pretty?
Look at how
this
beautiful.
Block is called the Wonky Log Cabin, and we use the Creative Grid ruler to do this. And this is going to be a class, guys. I am going to teach you how to do this. It's actually much easier than you think.
And here is the ruler. We do sell these rulers by Creative Grids. Creative Grids rulers are fantastic. They've got the little grippies already on the back, so you don't have to go around and like put those little like stickers on the back of your rulers so they don't slide around. And you just use this to do all of your cuts, and look at how perfectly they come out every time.
So the class is going to be set up as two separate. We're going to talk about how to put the fabric together. We're going to talk about how you're going to cut your strips for it. And then in the next class, we'll put together a 4-piece block, and you will be set up and ready to go home and be able to make it as big or as small as you want. If you just want to do something small, you could put together the 4 pieces. You could go ahead and put a couple of big borders around it. And it could be,
you have a little baby blanket.
Yeah, you have a little baby blanket, or
snuggler.
Maybe a very kind of, depending on what you want to do, maybe a cool wall hanging even.
Or what?
So it would be a beautiful piece on your wall.
You know what you could also do is you could take these 4 pieces, quilt it, and make it a back panel for a cool quilted jacket.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Those are super big and popular right now, the quilted jackets.
So another thing that would be really pretty is maybe if you had certain colors that you wanted to make pop in your dining room and you wanted to put a table runner, very cool.
So many options.
Yes, a lap quilt, all kinds of things. So we are only limited by our imagination.
That's right.
So,
and I love,
and I'm never limited by that because I always hit you guys up for help.
You'd never guess who's watching this morning.
Who?
Say hello to John Carr.
Hello, John. You know what? I thought about you this morning. I came across my little wristband from Bernina University that said John Carr, District C. So,
hey,
all right, guys.
Yeah, and so I love blocks like the Wonky Log Cabin, traditional log cabin, and stuff like the pineapple block. I'm gonna like kind of plug my own class here as well.
Yes, we've got that coming up.
They are such versatile blocks. Like if you just play a little bit with your colors and your positioning, you can make all kinds of different patterns with these.
So you know what? I think this is a good segue into those new pieces of fabric we just got from Robert Kaufman.
The Robert Kaufman, yes.
So.
John responded. He's honored.
That is just interesting.
Look at these.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So we have got some new Robert Kaufman. This is from their Antiquity line and Library of Rarities. Check this guy out.
Oh my gosh.
So I've got to set it down the other way, Dave. It's upside down. So.
Have you guys ever seen, this reminds me of, have you ever seen the, like Penguin books? They have come out with their like classics.
Oh.
And they use all of the old traditional, like original illustrated artwork for all of the covers on their books. And there's a lot of like people.
There's so much here.
And people go around, they just go like, this is all that I want in my life, is the whole like Penguin Classics collection. And this, you can have it on fabric. You've got Arabian Nights, you've got the Velveteen Rabbit, you've got Pinocchio, fairy tales, like it's all of these beautiful old fairy tales.
I'm trying to figure out exactly where this is getting used, but on the back of my next kid's quilt, although this one is
also, because you want to talk about how many people watched Beauty and the Beast, and they were like, you can keep the prince, I'm going to take the library.
I loved Beauty and the Beast. It was such a wonderful series.
So this is just a picture of like this gorgeous like library that you get to have with, again, all of these fantastic fairy tale books just scattered around for your enjoyment. And this is one of those things like, the back of a kid's quilt, so they can go through and they can find. You can have them say, like, okay, find Rumpelstiltskin. Like, oh, look, there's the Rumpelstiltskin book.
Okay, now I'm just going to tell you guys in these, the Library of Rarities is not online yet. It will be on next Tuesday. Because we've got to wait for Karen. So they came in right after Karen left, and we did not get them put in. And so I'm just going to tell you guys that she is the amazing solution we have found to getting everything entered right on our website. So she will make sure it gets on there. But
do you have a book lover in your life?
If you have a book lover, if you see something you really want, maybe you want some curtains, maybe you want a back for a quilt, maybe whatever it is you want.
A bag,
if you want it to be safe, because I have a feeling these are going to go really fast.
Oh yeah,
because we have we have the School of Library here at IU, and so we have all these librarians.
The library sciences.
Yes, and so
shout out to the librarians. We love you guys.
Yes, I actually thought about doing that when I was in school. Did not do it, but I love to read. You can ask Dave. My head is buried in reading a lot. And
look
so
at
look at the butterflies.
Look at the butterflies. I love these. All of the different. This is a great way to have a butterfly collection without having to do the gross thing where you like pin them to a board. You can just like, yeah, right. Like that's gross. But like, look at this. You can see all of these different types.
Thank
we got
goodness
like some
somebody
swallowtails.
did that, so we know all the butterflies.
That's right. We got like a swallowtail here. We've got, I think that one's called like a Blue Majesty. We had to do a butterfly unit when I was a kindergarten teacher, so I actually know a lot of names of different butterflies.
Oh wow! Well, you know what? I think this could make a really cute top. A button-down shirt.
A really cute top.
So, okay, guys, I am wearing a garment that I made. So this is a fabric we carry here at the shop, this gorgeous fabric, and it is reversible. It is totally reversible. So I want to bring you guys into talking about a little bit about clothes. You see, we have some clothes out here today. And what I will tell you is really fun is I've made another sample of the CNT jackets again.
I saw that. I was going to say, I have not seen this one. This is a new one for me.
This is on kind of too big of a mannequin. It really should be on a smaller mannequin.
I think we ran out of mannequins.
We ran out of mannequins. We need another smaller one because this actually fits me.
Anybody out in Facebook land have a dress form you're not currently using?
No. I'm going to be very particular about which ones we get. We're going to get these kind again.
The rolling
you and
ones.
I can roll them.
That's true. These guys are heavy.
They're very heavy.
These ladies have some heft to them.
Yes, they're they're weighted so that they don't fall over. But that makes them really hard to move. And since they do not have any rolly legs on them, we are not getting any more like that.
Yeah. Well, if anybody in Facebook land wants to give me a dress form.
This is the Swing Fever jacket. And just because I don't think it's maybe as flattering. Oh, by the way, Margaret put
giant pockets
and I haven't tacked them down yet. I promise I'll tack them down. They look ridiculous. Giant pockets. Because you know what you want to be able to do? You want to be able to put your scarf in your gloves, in your hat.
At that.
And look how cute it came out.
Now, is this fabric, is this a boucle?
This is a boucle.
Yes.
So
I'm figuring it out.
She is learning them, and she's getting really good. And I'm going to have another. Rachel's just going to end up taking over the world on me. So, very cute jacket, very flattering. I think
very flattering,
and I am just very pleased with the whole thing.
I have just been obsessed with this CNT jacket and this Easy Threesy jacket with that curved hemline there.
I'm just going to tell you, we need to get Karen to update her pictures.
Oh, okay.
Because they look kind of 80s.
These?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
understand. They're not unattractive, but they're just kind of a little outdated.
They're
a little outdated. So let's go ahead and we'll make another jacket for her.
This pattern also includes a really easy pants pattern as well. Like a really simple, like elastic waist pant.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, it's perfect for those double-sided wools we carry.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you're looking for the perfect jacket, the perfect car coat.
Check out the giant pocket. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. I just now found the bottom of the pocket. You guys, that is like half of my arm just went in there.
You have to have enough room for your scarf, your hats, and your mittens, because this is the perfect car coat. Oh, and I mean, here in the winter, we get the cold days, but you're in and out of your car so fast because we live in Bloomington and everything's very close. And so I don't often need my big, heavy winter coat.
That's true.
But this is perfect to go in and out and just be perfectly covered for those 15 minutes, maybe outside, and then you are ready to go. And it's so warm and cuddly. I love this.
So
fleeces any kind of double-sided wool, any kind of, let me think, what else would we use? Our regular wools. Frankly, you can use regular wool because as you can see, the inside of the coat's not really showing off. A boucle obviously is going to work really well. So, but you know what else you could do with it? You could do something like a lighter weight fabric, like a rayon,
and just have it be
just to be a little cover-up jacket. So
those are the ones that I love.
Absolutely love how Karen designs stuff. Knits would be perfect out of this.
Yes.
So what I'm suggesting here is that she just nails the design. They are so flattering and look so good on everybody.
And by the way, how difficult is this to put together?
Not.
How difficult could that be? I mean, it does have a set-in sleeve, right?
And it does have the center front. The neckline actually sews in the center back, and then you have to attach it. It's a little different construction, and I wouldn't recommend this for your very first jacket. This guy. I would recommend for your very first jacket.
Yes.
So here we have it in two different forms. We have it in this wonderful woven fabric.
Where's our pattern?
It's on the back of the thing. It's just on the back of the
Okay. It was hiding. It was hiding.
So this is the C&T Easy Threesy Jacket.
The Easy Threesy. And they call it that because you can do it in 3 different versions.
Right.
They have this just the
and guys,
the
guess
solid...
how many seams are in here? The main
5?
Well, there's
know.
This one that goes on the top and this one that goes underneath. Then you put this on.
Okay.
There's 3.
So that's 3. And then
the facings, which is 4 and 5.
Nice.
Good job.
Perfect.
Good job. So it is really easy to put together. But we are going to offer a class in this. It is, we had some people ask when I was up at Greenwood, when is this class? So we've got to get into contact with Karen and Leanne, who wants to know when this is going to be. But we're going to be doing it in October. So keep an eye. It's not on the website yet. We have a few more things to do for it to get it ready to go live online. But it is very close to being put on there. And so I wanted you guys to see again how incredibly simple this is to do. It is very easy.
So beautiful.
I love it.
And I love the
so
elbow length
flattering.
sleeve. I was thinking elbow length sleeve is so flattering. Covers up the bat wing.
I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those.
Oh really?
No.
Okay. I guess you wave like this. Goodbye, children. Enjoy the bus. Every time my kids get on the bus, I was like, bye! And I'm like, oh boy, that's just moving.
So you need to do more exercises. Okay, so we've got these ready to go for you to see in person if this is something you'd like to do. The first class we're going to do is going to be using the woven version. So this gorgeous one-way fabric, it does say one-way on it, it's really cute. I love it. It is a piece, an Italian fabric that we got, and I think it is just really sharp. We're going to do the first version of the Easy Threesy Jacket in a woven, because frankly, if you've never made a coat before, wovens are a little bit easier to control, and you really need a serger and know how to sew knits a little bit if you're going to do a jacket.
Yeah.
But once you make it this way, I think you're going to find out that making the knit version is just so much easier.
It's so much easier. And I will say, and I want to remind all of my people out there, especially maybe my fellow quilters, who I know that for years I looked at a serger and thought it was just voodoo, because I did not understand how this thing could possibly make the stitches that it made. But don't be intimidated by them. They're so easy, and it's so fun. You guys, it's so much fun.
It is really true.
And you can do this so fast. This is another thing. Another thing for my fellow quilters. You know how like we take 6 months to make a blanket? You can make this in like an afternoon.
It's ridiculous,
it's
isn't it?
ridiculous. And you're like,
this
I
takes
just
a little
finished it.
longer. It takes a little longer because you're going to have to do the facing piece on it. But that's the only reason. Putting the jacket together takes, I mean, honest to goodness, the sewing part, about 45 minutes.
So annoying.
But
Annoying.
except for the facing part, that takes a little bit longer because it's a little more finicky and takes a little bit more effort.
And if you are loving this might be a good way to transition to the
Yes,
fabric.
it is.
Because if you are loving this absolutely gorgeous peacock fabric that we sadly... Are we getting more
I think we're going to get more of it. I've got to get in contact with my people at Stof and see how much they have.
Okay, fingers crossed. We're going to try
to get some more of that.
But we do have a companion fabric that is also a Stof knit. I know that you guys have seen this before, but it's just so pretty. It bears repeating. That we have this beautiful... It's butterflies and flowers, and it's the same kind of colorway as that one. And so you can definitely get the same feel of this, and look at that gorgeous butterfly on there.
Not everybody wants a big peacock on their back.
Maybe not everybody wants a big peacock on their back. And of course, I'm going to point out the paisleys.
Just a little touch of paisley.
Just a little touch of paisley.
And these gorgeous butterflies and the print. Now, a lot of times big prints overwhelm. But I'm going to just tell you.
I was going to say, like, I'm tiny, but I still think
she can still handle it, because the way this is printed, it's so overlapping, and it's more like an overall print than it is having just this.
Just a giant picture on it.
Exactly.
Yes. I think it's very flattering.
There's even a tiny little butterfly.
Today's
Butterfly Day, I guess.
Oh, I didn't realize we had so many butterflies. And if you think, and you hold that for me, if you think that is too much for the entire jacket, we of course have just companion solids to go with it. You can go for this lovely mauve. What color would you call that? Or you can get really crazy with it and go for like
lipstick,
really bright, corally hot pink going on.
Yeah, really pretty.
And to really just kind of balance that out if you want to. You can make it in the cup.
So if they don't want to do those two fabrics, I think this other lily fabric is just breathtaking.
This is something that has come in pretty recently. When did we get this in?
I told you I didn't even know we had
it. We're just starting to sneak fabrics onto the floor without Margaret even knowing. Look at this. Do you guys love daylilies? Oh my goodness.
So this is another one that's really great for doing the easy Threesy jacket, because those lilies can be in the back.
Oh my gosh, there are flamingos.
Yes, there's little baby
I didn't know there were flamingos on it. You guys, look at the little flamingos.
So...
Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't that be just gorgeous? And then you can take, this is like a really dark burgundy purple.
I don't really know what color
it's very interesting. And so, but I think that you could take a lot of other colors and mix it with it. It's really something else.
Yeah.
So
you can even pick up on like the light pinks. There's these like this really kind of pale
and so
purple on it.
It does kind of look the same on both sides, so it makes it a little easier to cut out.
But it is wonderful, and the great thing about the background not being a true black is that it still has a lot of warmth to it. Mm-hmm. So if you're ever worried about like black can like wash you out or anything, I don't think you have to worry about that at all with this.
So pretty.
Okay, so pretty.
So I'm going to give you these to walk away for a second. Now, I brought out 3 other patterns that for our clothing folks. I brought out, these are all sewing workshop patterns, but they're all for knits.
You want me to hold one so
yes.
you don't have to?
Well, actually, I want you to hold all 3 of them if you can.
Sure, of course.
So there we go. Okay, so look at the way that the patterns are made with the different fabrics on them. So you can do this one where it's mostly one and it has a little triangle of something. Here's one in the center if you wanted to do that. Here's one that has like, they show it in a 3-way color blocking. This is another one that they show 3 colorway or just a solid. But guess what we finally got in? So Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery was showing this fabric not so long ago. And we finally got it in.
It's so pretty.
So what I wanted to show you is we have its companion colors to go with it. And so I'm like thinking this might be a little bold.
That's pretty bold. I would think that would have to be an accent.
I'm going to just use a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So we are going to be getting in some beautiful blue and some beautiful, we have, I think, some orange over there, but maybe not.
Work well with it?
That might work with it too, I think.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at
there
the
you go.
coral going with that.
Yeah,
so
so
you can definitely
tone it down a little bit if that's more your speed. So very cool. You know, it was funny on that with that other fabric. It looked very bright and very overwhelming.
Yeah,
when you
and with
put
this
it with
one,
this, it tones everything down.
absolutely.
So this is a great way to mix, match,
have this
use
at
some
home.
other. If you don't, you should because it's your color.
I was going to say, I'm fairly certain I have this at home. I was like,
So these are some new ones that came in of Stof Knits, and we would love to help you find your next clothing adventure.
and remember, I always like to say, if you are interested
Oh my God, we're running out of time.
Oh my gosh, okay, never mind.
Okay.
I'm not saying
We're
anything.
running out of time. We're running out of time.
Okay, speaking of running, let's trot. Let's
Yes.
trot along.
Yes.
Let's see if we can unfold these. as
So
much as
for
we
our
can.
horse lovers.
Look at these.
Look
You
at
want to talk about
these.
fantasy horses.
Oh my God, they're
Oh my
so cute.
Gosh, can you just imagine? So my daughter's Girl Scout troop. Maddie is not really a horse kid, but I know that we have horse kids in Maddie's Girl Scout troop. And how much would those girls love a blanket made from some
these are
beautiful
so
fantasy
gorgeous.
horses?
And
And you want to talk about color options. Oh my
yes.
goodness.
Yes, you can go with your purples, your pinks, your blues, every color
Oranges,
that kid,
greens.
every kid that loves color, you can make something so gorgeous out of this.
Look at these.
So
I love
if-
this one. I love this one.
I want one of all of them.
I love it. Oh, actually, I really love
I'm
that
not
one, too.
even a
Okay.
big horse person, but I'm loving this
Oh,
fabric.
I
So,
know.
all right, we're going to finish this up with showing you off some brand new kits that we got in. If Rachel doesn't destroy the place.
I'm going to throw all the fabric. That's what's
So,
going to happen.
we just got in some great new patterns to go with some fun pre-cuts we got. So we've got the Tesla 2.0. Isn't that awesome? And it's to go with these fantastic Maywood Studio and some wonderful blank. We have these for our neutrals. Look what you guys can do with this. It's
Look
already
at this.
pre-cut strips.
And already pre-cut this, and I want to show you guys because I don't know, they don't show it off very well in that roll right there. Hold on, so I'm going to try to like not damage the pattern as I slide it out. What you can't really see in there is that the strips have these beautiful ombre sunset colors. Look at that.
Isn't it gorgeous?
And so you get that great movement in these blocks because of the way that you do the cutting, and it creates these gorgeous blocks that kind of glow and shift and change in colorways like that. It's amazing. I'm actually putting this sample together right now, so I can tell you it's a pretty fun pattern.
And how about this pattern using the same fabrics, but with a black background? We have it in a black background, a gray background, and a white background.
And I will say,
So-
if you go to our website, I did a little computer magic, so you can actually see the mock-up of it with the black background and the gray background, so you can get a sense of what it's going to look like.
This is Strip Star. And it's, again, those ombre colors, very, very beautiful. So, just in case you've been thinking that you haven't made a Bargello yet, and I have not.
I have not, but
And
I have heard they're
you know what?
very easy.
Well, they are easy because it's just rectangles and squares. And so we have two different ways to do your very, very fun Bargellos. And there is enough here to be used so you can make this first, second, or third one, which is really crazy. All of them will use the same thing. So it's just a different thing with accents. But we've got some gorgeous layer cakes to go with these. Check this out. How cool is this? So these are just fantastic. It's going to make a lot of fun and beautiful, beautiful fabrics to go with this.
And I really love the Jolie Bijou line because if you can see, it's got this wonderful sparkle in it. Just a little touch of sparkle.
And can you imagine
So when you're doing
this?
that with a Bargello quilt,
Oh my
think about
gosh.
like, not only does it have that movement to it, that like
Now
kind
it's
of
gonna,
ebb and
it's
flow.
going to have a shine.
It's going to sparkle.
Yes, I think that's so awesome.
And
So
Claire
we're on
is
Facebook
here.
Live.
Oh,
Hi, goodness.
Good morning.
So this is our last couple of ones I want to show off. We've got the Whirligig quilt. This quilt is actually in the shop. You can see it made up. This has a group of different fabrics here on it. Why don't you go see what's going on out there? So we've got these beautiful fabrics. They are batiks. This is a really fun, very bright, colorful thing that you can to make up. And you know what? It's 52 by 69, perfect for a lap quilt, or again, maybe someone would really like this as a bright, wonderful wall hanging in a very dull dorm room. So, yep, it is over there. So, and we have this particular quilt called Spun Out. And I've got it in 2 different colorways for you. This is so easy to do. Such a great color grouping. This one, it's in blues and these whites. And then in this group, we've got wonderful fusion fabrics from Robert Kaufman that are in these raspberry purples. And it is a gorgeous group of colors too. I've used these before. They are so much fun to do this. These are so pretty. And when you put it together in this spun out pattern, fantastic. It's a really easy quilt to put together, and it's 63 by 74, guys. So really nice size. Okay, we've put together, we hope, some really fun things for you. Don't forget to look at the classes that are coming up. We put a lot. There's already a bunch on for September. Don't forget, in the end of September, we've got the Christmas Shop Hop. If you have not been in to see what we've been doing on the Christmas Shop Hop stuff, you can get a peek at what our kit's going to look like. But if you just want to go online and buy your Shop Hop passport, you can do that, and we'll be happy to keep it here for you or ship it in the mail. This is going to be a really fun adventure, guys. We have lots of stuff coming up. I have wonderful new classes coming up this fall. We talked about the easy Threesy Jacket, the wonky log cabin. Don't forget, Rachel's doing this wonderful pineapple quilt. She's showing it off in a group of neutrals. We still have one kit. You could put this together if you would like to do that. It's in September. It's coming up fast, like 2 weeks fast. So if you haven't signed up for the pineapple block, you should do that. There is also some ruler work, paper piecing, and some free motion quilting coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun this fall. Join us, and we hope you will come to see us. We're open on Saturdays from 10 until 5. Remember, we aren't open on Mondays now. I'd hate for you to drive over here and not see us because you came on a Monday. So we're not open on Mondays anymore. Tuesday through Friday from 10 until 6, Saturdays from 10 until 5. Come and join us. We'd love to see you. And I hope your Saturday is amazing. We were outside on the way in here today, and it looks like it's going to be a glorious day. Come and see us. So we'll take care, and we'll see you next Friday for Facebook Live.